Good evening and good morning, my name is Dlugokecki and welcome to Baking Bad. Now, in every episode of Baking Bad you're going to see me bake something. Basically, the reason behind this is it was my friend Joe's birthday party and I baked some cakes. And my friends, they really criticised me for my cake baking. I thought my cakes were pretty good, but this is what they thought.
I don't want to say it was the worst thing I've ever eaten because that sounds harsh, but yeah. I mean, I was only given a very small piece.
I think cake is a strong word to describe what we had last week then.
Well, it stayed in my mouth for 0.1 seconds and then I spat it in the bin.
That's what she said.
Cakes should not be able to do this on the bottom of them.
If you thrown that at someone's head, you would cause a brain injury.
It was pretty bad. And then when I found out that it was a packet mix, appalling.
That's quite big criticism really, and it made me think, do you know what, I'm going to learn to bake. Now most adult males don't bake, I mean this is official, they just don't. They do things like play snooker, watch football, play Clash of Clans, but they don't really bake. So I'm going to start baking, and the first thing I'm going to bake is some Peppa Pig cakes. The reason why I've chosen Peppa Pig cakes is because Peppa Pig cakes can be made by children, and I think that's kind of the level I'm at the moment. Now children bake all the time. I mean I never get to bake because I normally just eat the cakes. So I mean this is new to me, so this is going to be quite good. So we're going to watch my progress and see how I get on, and then we'll get some feedback on Peppa Pig cakes. So Baking Bad episode 1, off we go. First thing I need to do is get the ingredients out of the packet, and the way I do it, I open the packet with my hands and pretty much get it all out on the side like that, so then I can't lose it. It's all out on the desk. Put your cake cases in a bun tray ready for later. Well, I don't know what a bun tray is, but I presume it's like a tray, just an oven tray, which you put like your microwave meals on. Get a bun tray out, and I think this is a tray, like an oven tray, but I found these in the cupboard, so I might use them instead of these, so that people think my cakes are nice. I'm going to put these out. It says put your cake cases in a bun tray ready for later. It doesn't say how many, so I'm going to do about, I don't know, about 20? I don't really know, so I'm going to do a few, see what happens. Right, so I've decided on 8 times 2, which is 16. I'm still laughing, but the fact I didn't know what 2 times 8 was, and 16 is 16. I do know maths, and they've got to be. Put the cake mix in a bowl. Now I'm just going to smell it. Yes, it smells like cake mix, because not last time I didn't do that bit so well. Then I've just got to get the tablespoons. Couldn't get a tablespoon across the kitchen without spilling it on the floor, so what I've done is I've put it in a bowl. You don't use eggs with it. It doesn't say put the. Oh, you put an egg in as well. Right, so we'll get an egg. I'm just getting an egg from the fridge, and the thing is, I'm not very good at doing this bit, so I'm a bit worried about getting eggshell in there. I have made scrambled eggs before, so this should be easy. There we go. Oh, only a bit of just a bit of eggshell in there. Right. I just want to point out I'm deliberately putting effort into this cake because I don't want to have the mickey taken out of me again. Because really, it wasn't very nice. Here's some more feedback.
I've got diabetes now because I ate his cake. It was so sugary.
I wish I could have watched this video a week ago to know how bad they were.
And the thing is, what I really struggle with is it was a packet mix.
It was a packet mix.
How was the
I don't understand.
How was the topping?
I didn't even get to the topping. No, it looked awful.
Ben didn't even try it, did you?
It would have killed Ben Coral.
It would.
James
It would have
took
killed
one
anybody.
to work to prove to everyone how bad they were. And they didn't even eat it.
They looked like AIDS, they tasted like AIDS, so the only difference between AIDS and your cakes is AIDS is now treatable.
I don't like AIDS. You might like the aid cake. But AIDS,
so positive feedback.
Well, no, I would say to sum it up, AIDS, poverty, and genocide are less devastating than your cake.
Years to come, they'll go, wow. They'll show this in schools as a guide to cakes. Our food tech lessons will be the guy making cake, that baking bad guy, the one who can make cakes. See, look, that's what it looks like, and they look good. I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a really good job. I'm really excited about this bit. Is that we put the cake into the thingamabob, so the casing. So I'm going to whisk it a bit more just before I put it in. Oh, I've got to put the oven on. Oh, forgot about that. So put the oven on. Schoolboy error. Right, I've done my thing. Now I am going to now put it in the thing. These things, the casings. Make sure you have a little bit in each, a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Now. Right, so then this goes in the oven for 15 minutes. So if anyone's got me for Secret Santa this year, I need oven gloves. That's if I haven't put it on my Christmas list. What you should do now, I'm told, is tidy up. But what I tend to do is just put it in a pile like that. Evan, what's your opinion on last week's cakes?
Cakes 1.0. A bit like you actually. They look awful, a bit too sweet, but actually they tasted good.
Oh, you thought they were good last time?
What? He's okay. He's okay.
They were. The good thing with those cakes, it got all the chocolate bits were at the bottom.
Yeah.
When you got chocolates, it comes wrong.
Oh, so you thought the first lot were good?
Well, it tastes like chocolate, too sweet, but chocolate is not bad. So yeah,
it's quite good feedback actually. A few little top tips I'm going to give each week. So this week's Baking Bad top tip is if you've got spare casings, you can put them in the cupboard and use them later. So you don't have to throw them in the bin. You can actually keep them for another day. Well, that's a really good tip. And another tip is don't get flour on your fingers and put them in your eyes, because it stings like a bee. Not a wasp or some sort of insectoid, some sort of insect. I've pretty much mixed it all up. It's looking lovely and bloody nice. It's looking really good. So then that's ready to go. Oh, it's really what's the word? It's really hard to spoon on. So I think you leave them and then they become hard. So we'll see how that goes. One quick thing now. Oh god, I'm going to pour on these, but you shouldn't put too many on. Oh crap, I've run out already. Okay, so the cakes are finished. There they are. Amazing, amaze balls. And let's have a look at them over here. See, there they are. Oh, the light's not very good there. But these cakes are going to the party, and let's see what people make of these bad boys. My first cakes from Baking Bad. It's quite nerve-wracking, isn't it? Feedback from your peers. Yeah. Right, here we go.
I'd go for yellow. What's your drawing up?
Take a cake. Here we go. Eat the cake. Come on, come on. It's not that bad, is it? You can't just take a. That's
Cheers.
That's not actually a cake, is it? What do you think, Holly? What do you think?
It's better than your last tip. There's something quite moist in the middle. I'm not sure what it is.
You'll take one.
It looks like you've shat on them.
No, but they're really good. They're gonna taste good.
Can I choose? Oh, God.
Yeah. I think they choose you.
Playing with it.
Oh, it's actually making me gag. I know it's psychological, but when I see something that looks like saliva on the top of it, I can't eat it. The Smarties were lovely. What are you doing?
Rub your tummy, rub your tummy. What's wrong with it? Sorry. Ben likes it wet. I followed the instructions.
Okay, do we need to give like scores?
Just store them in.
Ben, you're fired.
It's like eating a
Watching other
slipper.
people's making me gag.
It's
now.
like eating a slipper. Oh God, I've lost the Smartie.
Oh, that's the best
As
part.
long as you don't lose anything else, I'm afraid that if it gets hidden into the couch, it'll.
Oh, Ben, this is awful.
Oh.
Do we have to eat it all?
No!
Yeah.
Oh, Ben, you need to do a new TV show. Fear Factor. Everyone has to eat your cakes instead of
Ben,
like animal food.
you're fired. No, look, this is the first episode. You've got to understand
No,
it.
you need to do Breaking Bad / Fear Factor, and we're the contestants, and we have to eat your
No,
cakes.
because the idea is that I get better. It's meant to be. I've learned today that.
Maybe you're not getting better. There's nothing better about
Yeah,
this.
I
You want me to lend you a book?
No, I've got my book. I've got the
Open it!
Open it! On the back of the packet, it's got the right.